As the sun creeps over the horizon, Alex unlocks the Foundation's secrets. You might think donating means goodbye forever, like tossing coins into a wishing well. But in this story, the well has a hidden ladder. Alex's foundation isn't a giveaway, it's a family fortress. Alex sits on the board, decides where the money goes, even pays salaries to loved ones who run it. Control? Oh, it's still there, wrapped in velvet gloves. Take those stocks Alex donated. In the real world, selling them would trigger a tax avalanche. But inside the foundation, they sit pretty, growing tax-free. Years later, the foundation sells them. No capital gains tax bites. It's like planting a money tree that bears fruit only for you. And art? Imagine Alex giving a priceless painting to the foundation. It hangs in a museum with Alex's name on the plaque. But the foundation owns it, deducts its value from taxes, and Alex's legacy shines brighter. No cash leaves the pocket, yet taxes shrink like shadows at noon. Or consider land. Vast estates donated, but the foundation leases them back to Alex for pennies. It's all legal, woven into the fabric of the system. But here's the shadowy layer. The foundation must give away 5% of its assets yearly to real charities. Sounds generous, right? Yet that 5% can go to other foundations Alex controls, or pet projects like a think tank pushing Alex's ideas. It's charity in a mirror maze. Money circles back, influence grows while the taxman watches from afar. On paper, it's pure benevolence, a hero's gift to the world. But peel back the page and you wonder, how much actually reaches the needy? Picture this. In the shadows of a grand old mansion high above the bustling world below, sits a billionaire named Alex Rivers. Alex isn't your typical storybook villain. No cape, no evil laugh. Just a sharp mind and a fortune built from gadgets that change the world. But tonight Alex paces the marble floors, a glass of something amber in hand, pondering a puzzle as old as money itself. Taxes. You see, in our tale, Alex doesn't want to pay the full bill Uncle Sam or any government sends each year. But here's the twist. Alex isn't breaking laws. No hidden vaults or offshore islands with pirates. Instead, Alex whispers to advisors, let's start a foundation. Now imagine a foundation like a magical chest. It's not just any box. It's a private charity Alex creates, named something noble like the Rivers Foundation for a Better Tomorrow. To set it up, Alex files some papers, picks a board of trusted friends and family, and poof, it's official. No spells needed, just lawyers and a bit of paperwork. But why? Because when Alex donates to this chest, it's like waving a wand over taxes. Here's how the magic works. Suppose Alex earns $1 billion this year. Taxes could gobble up hundreds of millions. But if Alex gives, say, $500 million to the foundation, that donation zaps right off the taxable income, like erasing a debt with a stroke of a pen. And get this, Alex doesn't even have to hand over cash right away. Stocks, those shiny shares in companies, can be donated instead. They go into the foundation untouched by taxes, growing like enchanted beans in a fairy tale. But wait, is that money truly gone? Or does Alex still hold the key? In the quiet of evening, our story circles to the heart of the enigma. Charity on paper is a ledger of good deeds. Deductions claimed, foundations funded, headlines praising Alex as a giver. But in reality, it's often a slow drip. Foundations can hoard billions for decades, sprinkling just enough to stay legal. Real help, schools built, hunger fought, might trickle out, but the bulk stays locked, growing empires under the guise of goodwill. Why is this allowed? Laws were crafted long ago, meant to encourage giving. Yet in clever hands they bend like willow branches. Controversial? Absolutely. Critics whisper of inequality. How the ultra-rich sculpt the rules while others pay full freight, rarely punished. Oversight is thin like mist over a lake. Proving intent is a labyrinth few navigate. As Alex fades into the night, remember, This isn't villainy, just the game's hidden rules. So, dear listener, what if you held the key to such a chest? Would you open it wide for the world or keep a few secrets? Share your thoughts below. Let's unravel this together.
All right, class. Today's lesson isn't in your textbook. Taxes are supposed to be simple. You earn money. A portion goes back to society to build roads, schools, hospitals. That's the deal. For most people, this arrow is unavoidable. But for billionaires, the arrow doesn't always land where you think it does. Today, we're learning how charity, something meant to help, can quietly become a legal hiding place for taxes. Let's start with what a charity really is. A charity is an organization created to help others, feeding the hungry, funding education, supporting research. Governments love charities. Why? Because charities do work governments would otherwise pay for. So governments offer a reward. If you donate money to charity, the government lets you pay less tax. For regular people, this means small relief. For billionaires, it becomes a powerful tool. Instead of donating to an existing charity, many billionaires create their own. This is called a private foundation. Here's the trick that confuses most people. When a billionaire donates money to their own foundation, the government treats that money as already given away. Tax is reduced. But here's the part no one explains clearly. That money didn't leave their universe. Legally, the billionaire no longer owns the money. But practically, they often control the foundation. They choose who runs it, where the money goes when it gets spent. The foundation can hire their friends, pay salaries, rent offices, fund projects they approve, all while the original money is no longer taxable. Is it charity? Yes. Is it control? Also yes. Here's where it gets smarter. Billionaires don't always donate cash. They donate shares, art, property. Why does that matter? Because if they sold those assets first, they'd pay capital gains tax. But if they donate the asset directly to a foundation, no sale, no tax full deduction. The foundation can later sell the asset, tax-free. This system exists because lawmakers believed rich people funding public good was better than money sitting idle. And sometimes it really does help people. Hospitals get funded, research moves forward. Scholarships exist, but critics ask a hard question. Should generosity also be a tax escape hatch? Most ordinary people can't afford foundations. They can't move assets. They can't delay taxes for decades. So two people play the same game with very different rules. So here's today's final question. If charity reduces taxes and the wealthy decide what counts as charity, who really decides how society's money is spent?